Did you know loving your cat isn't the same as truly understanding them? Only rare owners truly know what their cat needs. If you're doing these 20 things, you're not just loving them, you're the owner every cat deserves. Let me know at the end how many you're already doing. Number 1, you let them come to you. The single biggest mistake people make with cats, and almost everyone makes it, is chasing the affection. Reaching out when the cat walks by, pulling them onto the lap, calling them over and getting frustrated when they don't respond. Every single time you do this, you lose a piece of your cat's trust. Not dramatically, just quietly, a little bit at a time. The owner every cat deserves understands something fundamental. Cats are not dogs. They don't give affection on command. They give it on their terms, in their time, when they feel safe enough to choose it. When you sit down and resist the urge to reach, when you let your cat decide when to approach, you stop being someone your cat tolerates and become someone your cat chooses. That shift changes absolutely everything. Number 2, you know the difference between play aggression and real fear. Your cat bites you. The wrong owner says bad cat and walks away. The right owner stops and asks, was that play or was that fear? Play aggression has a signature: dilated pupils, a wiggling backside before the pounce, biting that doesn't break the skin. Real fear looks completely different. Flattened ears, a tucked tail, a hiss that comes before the bite, not after. These are two completely different emotional states requiring two completely different responses. One needs redirection to a toy. The other needs the threat removed immediately. Your cat cannot tell you which one is happening, being the person who figures it out anyway, every single time. That's the owner every cat deserves. Number 3, you protect their daily routine. Cats have an internal clock that would embarrass most humans. They know exactly when you wake up. They know when feeding time is. They know when you leave the house and approximately when you come back. And when that routine breaks, when feeding is late, when schedules shift without warning, cats experience measurable stress. Their cortisol levels actually rise. The owner every cat deserves protects their cat's routine the way a parent protects a child's sleep schedule. Same feeding time every day. Same morning energy. Same pattern when you walk through the door. Consistency isn't boring to a cat. Consistency is safety. And for a cat, safety isn't a nice thing to have. It's everything. Number 4, you never punish, ever. This one needs to be said clearly because so many owners get it completely wrong. Cats do not understand punishment the way humans think they do. When you spray them with water, raise your voice, or physically push them away after a bad behavior, your cat does not connect the punishment to what they just did. They connect it to you. You become the source of the bad experience. Over months and years, a cat that is regularly punished becomes a cat that flinches when its owner reaches for them. A cat that hides when you enter the room. A cat that has quietly decided you cannot be fully trusted. The owner every cat deserves never punishes. They redirect. They remove the opportunity for the behavior. They understand that a cat is never being bad. A cat is always just being a cat. Accepting that completely is not weakness. It is understanding on the deepest level. Number 5, you build a vertical world for them. Stop and look at your home right now. How much of that space is at floor level? Cat level? Now how much is up high? Shelves, cat trees, window perches. If your cat's world is mostly horizontal, your cat is living in a fraction of the home they need. Cats are vertical animals. In the wild, height is survival. It means seeing predators before they arrive. It means safety. It means control. When you build a vertical world, cat trees, wall-mounted shelves, cleared windowsills, you give your cat something that almost no basic owner gives them: a genuine sense of security inside their own home. Cats with vertical space are measurably calmer, more confident, and more content. The owner who creates that world becomes the human their cat associates with feeling safe. Number 6. You know that purring isn't always happiness. Most people hear purring and immediately relax. Everything is fine. My cat is happy. But here is something that genuinely stops people when they first learn it. Cats also purr when they are in pain, when they are anxious, when they are seriously ill. Purring is not a happiness signal. It is a self-soothing signal. It means the cat's nervous system is activated, not necessarily that everything is okay. The owner every cat deserves learns their specific cat's purr. The deep, relaxed rumble of true contentment versus the higher-pitched, almost urgent quality that means something is wrong. That distinction, built over time through close attention, can literally save a cat's life. Because a sick cat often hides every symptom except that one subtle change in the way they purr. Number 7. You play with them every single day. Not occasionally, not when you have the energy, every single day. Cats are hunters. Their entire nervous system is built for the stalk, the chase, the catch, the kill. When they don't get to do that through play, the energy doesn't disappear. It redirects into scratched furniture, into aggression, into the 3 a.m. zoomies that make you question every decision you've ever made, into depression that looks like laziness but isn't. 10 minutes a day with a wand toy changes all of it. Not any 10 minutes. Intentional, focused play, where the toy acts like real prey. Quick movements, moments of stillness, hiding behind things, sudden bursts of speed. Let the cat stalk, let them pounce, let them catch it and win. That daily hunt, even a pretend one, is not optional for a cat's mental health, and being the human who provides it without fail is one of the most important things you will ever do for them. Number 8. You watch their eating habits, like a doctor watches vitals. Your cat skips a meal. Most owners think they'll eat when they're hungry, but a cat going off food is one of the earliest warning signs that something is medically wrong. And the timeline is frightening. Cats can develop a life-threatening liver condition called hepatic lipidosis in as little as 48 hours without adequate nutrition. It starts silently. It often starts with nothing more than a cat turning away from their bowl. The owner every cat deserves tracks, eating patterns the way a doctor tracks vitals. Not obsessively, but consistently. They know what normal looks like for their specific cat, so they recognize immediately when something has changed. That awareness, that baseline knowledge, is the difference between catching a problem early and losing a cat to something that could have been treated. Number 9. You let them walk away without following. Your cat has had enough. They stand up from your lap and walk to the other side of the room. The wrong owner follows. The right owner stays exactly where they are and lets them go. This is one of the hardest things for a loving cat owner to do, because the impulse to follow comes from love, wanting more of the connection, more of the warmth. But here is what every cat knows that their owners often don't. Every time you let them leave without chasing, without guilt, without pulling them back, you prove you can be trusted with their company. You prove that being near you is safe, not obligatory, and cats remember that. They always come back to the people who let them leave freely. Number 10, you get the litter box set up right. The rule is simple and almost universally ignored. 1 litter box per cat, plus 1 extra. 1 cat means 2 boxes, 2 cats means 3. Most households have 1, and that single box, when it isn't cleaned frequently enough, or when it's in a location the cat doesn't feel safe using, creates stress that comes out sideways in behaviors owners completely misread. A cat using the floor instead of the box is almost never being difficult. They are communicating a failure in the setup, or they are sick. The owner every cat deserves gets this right from the start. Right number, right size, right location, cleaned at least once every single day. It sounds like administration. For your cat, it is the foundation of their sense of safety and control in the home. Number 11, you learn their personal language. Every cat develops a dialect, a specific set of sounds, rhythms, and vocalizations designed entirely for communicating with you. Research confirms that adult cats rarely meow at other cats. Meowing is something cats invented for humans. And the specific sounds your cat makes, the pitch, the length, the timing, were all shaped by what got a response from you specifically. The owner every cat deserves pays close attention to that language. The short chirp that means, come look at this. The long drawn-out yowl that means, I need something right now and I've been patient long enough. The silent meow, a meow with no sound at all, which is often a sign of such deep comfort that the cat doesn't feel the need to vocalize at all. Learning your cat's language is learning who they actually are, and who they actually are is worth knowing completely. Number 12, you take them to the vet before something goes wrong. Cats are built to hide illness. It is a survival instinct. In the wild, visible weakness is a death sentence. So they hide pain, hide disease, hide discomfort until it is often catastrophically advanced. Annual wellness visits are not optional extras for an owner who genuinely cares. They are the minimum. The owner every cat deserves builds a relationship with a vet before there is an emergency. They have baseline blood work. They track weight over time. They have dental health monitored regularly. Because the only way to catch what's wrong before it becomes unfixable is to know with precision what healthy looks like for your specific cat. Your cat cannot ask for help. The annual vet visit is you asking on their behalf. Number 13, you create a window experience worth watching. A window is a television for a cat, and most owners leave it blank. A bird feeder placed outside a window your cat can access costs almost nothing and provides hours of mental stimulation that no toy can replicate. Watching birds, squirrels, insects. This engages a cat's predatory instincts in a safe, passive way that genuinely improves their psychological well-being. Studies on indoor cat enrichment consistently show that cats with window access to wildlife show lower stress markers and fewer behavioral problems. The owner every cat deserves thinks deliberately about what their cat's world looks like from the inside, and then makes that world as interesting and alive as possible. A bird feeder outside a sunny window is one of the easiest and most powerful things you will ever do for your cat. Number 14, you groom them like it matters, because it does. Regular brushing is not about aesthetics. It reduces hairballs that can become dangerous blockages. It reduces shedding significantly. And most importantly, it gives you a full body scan of your cat on a regular basis. Lumps, skin changes, parasites, wounds, weight loss that wasn't visible under the fur. These things get caught during grooming sessions that would otherwise go unnoticed until they became serious. But beyond the health benefits, grooming is bonding. Cats groom each other as a social ritual, a statement of mutual belonging. When you brush your cat regularly and gently, you are participating in that ritual. You are saying, in the most primal language cats understand, we belong to each other. The owner every cat deserves makes grooming a consistent habit, not an emergency event. Number 15, you love them without needing them to be a dog. This is where most cat owners get it wrong for years, sometimes forever. They spend their time wishing their cat was more enthusiastic at the door, more openly affectionate, more responsive to their name, more like a dog. And in doing so, they miss every single thing their cat is actually giving them. A cat sleeping next to you instead of across the room is love. A slow blink from the kitchen is love. bringing you a toy, sitting in the same room, choosing the foot of your bed over anywhere else in the house. All of it is love, expressed in the quiet, certain, unperformative language of a creature who only gives what is genuine. The owner every cat deserves stops waiting for their cat to love them loudly. They learn to receive the love that's already there, and they realize it's been there the whole time. Number 16. You understand that kneading is the highest compliment. When your cat climbs onto your lap and begins pushing their paws rhythmically against you, that slow, meditative kneading that sometimes includes claws. What is actually happening is this. Your cat is returning in their deepest instincts to the very first memory of safety they ever had. Kneading is what kittens do against their mother to stimulate milk. It is the oldest comfort behavior a cat possesses, and when your cat does it on you, you have become their mother, their safe place, their home. The owner every cat deserves does not shift or pull away in that moment. They sit still, they feel the full weight of that trust, and they understand what they are being given. Number 17. You know when to get a second cat and when absolutely not to. People get a second cat thinking their existing cat is lonely. Sometimes this is exactly right, but sometimes it is the single most stressful thing you could do to an animal who had built their entire sense of home around being the only cat in it. Cats are not naturally pack animals. Many cats, especially those who have been alone for years, are deeply territorial. Signs your cat might welcome a companion include relentless attention-seeking, excessive vocalization, and visible boredom that play alone doesn't fix. Signs they absolutely would not include territorial marking, aggression toward visitors, and high anxiety around anything new. The owner every cat deserves researches before deciding. Because getting this wrong doesn't give you two happy cats. It gives you two stressed, miserable ones. Number 18. You read their tail like a real-time emotional report. Most cat owners spend years reading their cat's face and completely missing the tail, which is broadcasting the cat's emotional state with extraordinary accuracy in real time. Tail straight up means confidence and happiness. A question mark curve at the tip means playful curiosity. Low and tucked means fear or submission. Puffed up like a bottle brush means your cat is terrified or highly agitated. Back off immediately. Lashing back and forth rapidly means overstimulation. Whatever you are doing right now, stop. The owner every cat deserves learns to read the tail automatically, the way they read a face, as an always-on signal that tells them exactly where their cat is emotionally before a single sound is made. Number 19. You make vet visits less terrifying before they happen. For most cats, the carrier appears once a year, right before the vet. The cat immediately connects carrier with the worst experience of their year and vanishes. The whole ordeal becomes a battle before it even begins. The owner every cat deserves eliminates this cycle permanently. They leave the carrier out year-round, with a familiar blanket inside and treats placed in it regularly. They take their cat on short car rides that don't end at the vet. By the time the actual appointment comes, the carrier is a piece of furniture. The car is familiar. The cat's stress going in is a fraction of what it would otherwise be. One habit, repeated consistently, changes the experience entirely. Number 20. You make mealtime calm and consistent. Cats develop strong food preferences and equally strong food aversions. A cat forced to eat food they dislike or made to eat in a location that feels unsafe will show it in ways owners misread constantly. Eating too fast, refusing to eat near other pets, backing away from the bowl after a few bites, walking away and not returning. None of this is stubbornness. All of it is communication. The owner every cat deserves pays attention to what their specific cat genuinely enjoys. not just tolerates. They notice the difference between a bowl being eaten with enthusiasm and one being reluctantly finished. They understand that mealtime is not just nutrition, it is a daily experience that either reinforces safety and trust or quietly erodes it. Getting it right every single day matters more than most owners ever realize. If you're already doing most of these, your cat is one of the luckiest animals alive. Not because of the food you buy or the toys you provide, but because you took the time to actually understand them. And that genuine understanding is the rarest thing a cat can have in a human. If one of these points hit differently, I want to know which one. Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if someone in your life has a cat they love but doesn't know half of what you just learned, share this with them. Their cat will spend the rest of its life being grateful you did.